One tactic you can use in chess to either break up an opponent's position or try to thwart an attack is known as undermining. Now, in the tactic of undermining, what you're doing is you're removing a piece that is defending another piece or multiple pieces by essentially capturing it. The result of this is that one of your opponent's pieces is going to be vulnerable to a capture. Now, this typically, when you undermine a position, it leaves your opponent with two choices. Either they can, one, recapture that piece, or two, save the undefended piece. So essentially, you're trying to gain a pawn and undermining an opponent's attack position. Now let's take a look at an example here. Pretend you're playing as white and see if you can figure out how to undermine black's position here. You might want to hit pause for a second. Now remember that we want to remove a piece that is defending another piece by capturing it. In this case, the d5 pawn is defending the knight on c4. And if we can remove the d5 pawn, our opponent must either recapture the piece we remove it with, or they must try to save the undefended knight on the c4 square. So now we have to go about figuring out how we do that. Well, we have the knight on c3, and we can take that and capture the pawn on the d5 square, which you go ahead and do right there. Now black must either recapture the knight on the d5 square, or a second option is to move the knight on the c4 square to try to save it from attack from the bishop. So those are the two options that black has there. And if we look at the first option, where black would take the knight, black is essentially going to lose a pawn and exchange knights. So their net loss is a pawn there, and obviously less material. The other option for black is to save the knight, and if they save the knight, that results in a loss of a pawn. And that is an example of how undermining works in chess. Thank you for watching.